All right, so today we're going to talk about modes. I'm going to show you the Mixolydian mode and how you can actually use it and make it sound good. So here's how their scale actually goes. Okay, so that looks like a lot of stuff to remember, but I'm going to show you a super easy way to remember it. Here's how you do it. It's one simple fingering pattern like this. So it's like 2 whole steps or 2 frets. So you start on A here, we're at A Mixolydian. Go up 2 frets and then 2 more frets. So that's the pattern. And then you just repeat that on the next string and then on the next string. So that's the pattern. And just like everything on the guitar, then you can jump up an octave from the A on the 6th string to the A on the 4th string and then do the same thing. So far you've got, and then you can just keep on going with that same pattern, run out of strings there. So the whole pattern is 2 whole steps. So it's really easy to remember if you just think of it like that. Here's your first octave, here's your second octave, and then your third octave. The scale itself is a mode of the major scale. So it actually starts on the 5th note of the major scale, and it basically creates a dominant sound. So it really works over 7th chords. Now the good news there is loads and loads of blues and rock music is all based around 7th chords. Now the basic sound of the Mixolydian scale, what's characteristic about it is the sound of the flat 7th. That sound there, right? So it's got this kind of like almost like dissonant minor note inside a major scale. A good way to think of it is like something like American Woman by Guess Who. It's got a really unique sound, a really, really cool sound to it. Also think it's basically used over a lot of progressions where you've got those 7th chords. So if you're playing it like this, using those 3 notes per strings, that's really cool if you want to get into kind of all those shreddy licks. But, you know, I don't really play in that style. So one way you can play it is by using a more of a kind of pentatonic style fingering like this. By kind of sliding and using more of these. So basically you can slide up the neck and use that same pattern, but play it like this. And it has a really different sound from the pentatonic scale. It's got a lot more of a melodic and this kind of mysterious sound to it. Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, Mark Knopfler, Dickie Betts, all those guys, they use this scale. But they don't use it exclusively. What they'll do is they'll mix it together with the pentatonic scale. So if you're in the key of A, you know, they'll play their pentatonic licks and then they'll mix in a little bit of Mixolydian scale. And when you mix those two together, that's really where it starts to sound really cool. So there you have it.